I have been making a Zelda roguelike game for almost a year at this point, and it's been a long time since I've talked about it. So you could imagine I was somewhere in the depths of development, secretly creating mountains of content for people to play. Long nights, endlessly writing code and connecting nodes, and that's where you would be wrong. I have been a lazy Since August, I have significantly slowed down development, mainly because of burnout in my full-time job, which I'm not going to get into much. But the times, they are a-changin'. The holidays means I have a bit of extra time to make something to show you what I've been up to and to figure out how exactly this thing's going to come together. But what exactly have I completed in a year? Well, I figured out what the art style of the game should look like. Even though it's top-down, I want it to look frickin' pretty. You know what I'm saying? I want people to feel like, I added some weather effects to ensure that no one gets above 30 FPS and a day-night cycle because who doesn't like getting lost in the dark? Basically, whether it's in the world or the dungeons, I want it to look good without having to spend a crazy amount of time modeling in Blender. And I created a pick up and throw system for the game, which I ended up making twice. I didn't like the first one and I thought the new Zelda game's throw system looked good, so I basically yoinked the way that it looked and put it in my game. Lastly, I made all the player mechanics. He can shoot guns, use melee weapons, break stuff, Z-target things, strafe, and even dodge. But that, my friends, is where the updates end, sadly. Beyond what I've shown you, there is no game. In fact, you can't even go into the first dungeon yet. And besides some basic AI I made to test the combat, there aren't even enemies. Now look, game dev is my passion. I would love nothing more than to wake up one day and work only on this game, and I would also love to one day just complain and tell you guys about the craziness of what it's like working in the game industry that I am in. But today is not that day, so the only thing we can do is look forward. Obviously, the next big thing I need to do in my game is make it freaking playable. And to do that, it needs to actually be a roguelike. But you may ask,
whoop-de-doo! What does it all mean, Basil?
Well, here are what I think are the fundamental building blocks of what all good roguelikes need. Step 1. Randomized dungeons. This is a big one if you're a gamer. I don't even need to explain this. I need some random dungeons for people to explore. Now, mine are a bit different in that they all will have a theme and some gameplay mechanics similar to Zelda games, but you get the point. There needs to be a place to play. Step 2. Tons of loot. All good roguelikes have loot, and while there is some loot in my game, there needs to be a lot more. I have basic pickups like gold, health, gunpowder, ammo, and guns, but what about guns that are on fire? Or guns that shoot freaking laser beams from their freaking heads? Well, maybe not laser beams, but you get the point. Step 3. Progression. While traditionally roguelike games don't have progression, this is more of a roguelite. So even through attrition, I want the player to be able to make their progress through various dungeons easier, so adding upgrades and whatnot to the game will make it infinitely more fun as your character will get stronger over time. And lastly, step 4. World progression. I liked in Moonlighter how you slowly grew your store. I liked the Cult of the Land system that allowed you to build your cult settlement. Now, I won't be doing anything that crazy, but I will likely be adding some sort of basic settlement system where you can build and repair old buildings if you have the correct materials. And, in turn, these buildings will allow people to provide you with help along the way. These are the steps I'm going to take. In the next episode, we will tackle making the entire first dungeon, from random rooms, objectives, and even enemies. But I will do it in a way that doesn't spoil it for anyone who's interested in playing the game. So that's the goal, that's the plan. It's time to make some dungeons. It's time to get ahead of this thing and to make a game. I'll see you in episode 2.